Actually, this skill can be applied all the time. Some point of your work life, you might need to present. If you are in a job, executive job, a middle manager, you might get up and become a VP, a director, maybe later a CEO. If you're running your own company, you're an entrepreneur. Somehow you need to present because you need to convince your peers, your management, your customers that you have a good idea. And the whole thing about presentation is sharing an idea. And you want to share it effectively. A lot of time people think that presentation is just putting together a few slides, go out and talk, and read off the slide. I think that is a big mistake. That is a big mistake if your slide is very cluttered and you start your presentation by reading what's on the slide. That is not going to create a lasting impression. People will only remember that, oh, this presenter actually read from the slide. It's not actually presenting. I can also read from the slide. But this is a very common situation. Many times you realize that we are all bombarded by a lot of information. And time is also very limited. And sometimes your boss will ask you to say, hey, can you go up tomorrow to do a presentation? And you got not enough time to prepare. You have so much data that you need to share. You need to present. And so what do? You just copy and paste whatever you have from your computer or from your research or from the website and then paste it into PowerPoint. And your slides become a document. And that is not what you want. There is no focus, there is no ideas that is simple enough for people to look at. And then people start reading the slide, and you as the presenter also start reading the slide. And at the end of the day, I think nobody benefit from it. We are just wasting each other's time. Whole idea about a good presentation is that you want to be very focused. If you got 10 minutes for the presentation, you want to ensure that you use or get most out of that 10 minutes. Not by putting too much information, but by throwing away information that is not required, that is not necessary. So that you can say, okay, in that 10 minutes, I'm only going to focus on 3 things. Because that is so much that I can talk about in that 10 minutes. And people cannot remember so many things. If you rush through that 10 minutes by squeezing in 20, 30 sets of information, nobody can remember. You are just speaking like a train so fast. And so what you want to do is to tell yourself that not everything is important. You want to identify why are you presenting the key objective. And given 10 minutes, I can only do so much. And so you would then filter out all the unnecessary noise and focus on the 2 important things during your presentation.